Woo! Missed it right. Bet you've seen that a time or two. Welcome out here at the reserve. Today, we're going to talk about putting. And no, we're not on a front porch up in the mountains. We're here in the hot, sweaty town of Sunset, South Carolina, welcoming the sandstorm from the desert. So, there's a few things to incorporate when we talk about putting and what gives us the best success for making putts or giving us chances. One is aim, 2, direction, 3 is distance. We're going to go over all 3 of those today, show you a few different drills. By we, I do mean myself, Scott Williamson, Keith Willis, behind these respective cameras. We'll go through a few different stations and walk you through how we can make more putts and hopefully not miss it miserably to the right, because we don't always have that backboard. Okay, so for starters, I've got a very basic 6-foot putt, maybe 5.5-foot straight putt. Okay, we're gonna talk about aim and how that affects our stroke. Okay, so if I'm standing in here, I know it's a straight putt, just kind of set up to it. Okay, what can we do to determine that we know where we're aimed? All right, for one, we've got these wonderful devices called lasers. All right, and how we use those is it shows us exactly where our putter face is aimed once we're set up. All right, so you may have seen us using these on the putting green as we set up to it. Right before we go and hit, all right, you'll see one of us jump in there, throw the ball out of the way. Obviously, there's no way my putter is moved. Okay, and it gives us a clear line, a direction on where our blade is headed. And as you'll see here, it's perfectly straight. Okay, so that cannot be the reason I missed that putt to the right. All right, so since my aim is perfect, couldn't have been the speed because I had a backboard. Okay, then we're looking at direction. All right, so what we have here is literally a string on a couple pieces of metal. So I'm going to connect this line from just behind my putter to behind the hole. Okay, and that gives us a great visual so we can determine direction, starting direction of the putt. All right. So as we get set up, one key feature of our putting stroke, as we've discussed in the past, is feeling the connection between the inside of our armpits to our torso, and ensuring that it's just our shoulders doing the rocking motion. So as we get set up, we're lining that string up with the center of the putter, and as you may recall, as the putter comes back, that should come inside that line. We make contact, dead center, and then that putter is going to pull back to the left. Perfect. Okay, now you'll also notice that when that last putt went in, it pretty much stopped rolling at the cup, which means I had perfect speed. The first putt, the only time you'll ever lip out is if you don't have good speed. As you'll see on this cup, what good speed allows us to do is take advantage of the fact that this cup is actually the width of 3 golf balls across. Okay, so with perfect speed, you have tripled your opportunity to make the putt. Anytime you lip out a putt, you've hit it too hard. Okay, so as that putt comes towards the edge, that ball is barely dropping in, about 1 to 2 revolutions past the cup. That's going to fall, obviously center, coming around here. Okay, that gives you more opportunities, and it's all about making more putts. Is all about giving yourself more opportunities. So we had, in a nutshell, we got ourselves lined up. We're aiming appropriately. We got the starting direction right on line, eventually. Okay, and then we drop the putt with proper speed. All right, so come and see us. We're going to talk about that later. Next, I'm going to pass it off to Big Keith to go over a wonderful little drill that we like to call putting under pressure. Keith, take it away.
Thanks, Jeremiah. Now we're going to go over a drill I like to use when I'm trying to practice under pressure. This drill, made popular by Phil Mickelson, is the circle drill. We got 10 balls about 3 feet from the hole in a circle around the cup. Each putt from around the cup has 2 straight lines. Everything else is going to break a little left or a little to the right. So this will work on getting used to putting with a little break from 3 feet. So the goal is to make all 10 in a row. So once you get up to 7, 8, 9, you have a little more pressure so you don't have to restart the drill. See if I can make 10 in a row. Just like that.
Thanks, guys. We're going to talk about managing expectations over here. The best players in the world on the PGA and the LPGA Tour make almost all of their putts from 3 feet. 98.9% or something like that. From 6 feet, they make 70%. We're going to try and make 2 out of 3 from there. From 9 feet, they make 45%. Again, we're just gonna try and make 1 out of 3. So this is a ladder drill that I do when I'm practicing, and I try and make 3 here, 2 here, and 1 from 9 feet. If I don't, I start back over, and I try and go all the way up to 9 feet, and then back down to 3. Let's see how we do. Not bad.
Woo, perfect speed. All right, well, thank you all for stopping by. You know what's pretty amazing is this little 5.5 foot putt, which you may not realize is that's worth exactly the same amount of strokes as trying to pipe it out there 300 yards. So when we're out practicing, we strongly encourage for every hour that you spend hitting full shots, spend 2 hours working on the chipping, the pitching, and the putting, because it's going to save you far more strokes than being able to get an extra 12 yards off the tee. Obviously, we would not recommend spending 3 hours in any given day practicing, but just proportionally, spend twice as much time on short game as you do the long game. If you hit the ball a little off the green, you feel really good about the chipping and putting, you're going to be so much more relaxed out there. Thank you for stopping by. Come by and see us. The bar is hopping. We look forward to seeing you next time.